Hey PJ, I got a question, man. People always talking about online that people should be themselves. Like, what does that? What does that really mean?
To be yourself?
Right.
So,
Be yourself.
one of the problems people have is that, a lot of times when they talk to their friends say, just do you. Just stay the way you are. You are who you are. You're unique for being amazing. And one of the reasons why that's a crock of shit is basically because someone who hasn't experienced has never really gained choice. The mistake with staying yourself when you have had very limited experiences is that you're actually counter-effectively preventing yourself from evolving. The entire point of a human life is to evolve through the various stages of its own being, from a state of existence and ego to a state of consciousness. The problem is the way we evolve is through aspiration, and aspirations takes place through your four senses, like your ears, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. So the better of something you taste, the more you want, and the more you want to top that. Like someone who has $300 steak never wants to eat at Outback. Someone who's driven a $3 million car never wants to drive a 100K car. Someone who's driven a 100K car never wants to drive a 20K car anymore. This is the power of aspiration, is that it pushes us to move forward faster than time. Because you see, time is something we can't run backwards, so we only move forward with. So aspiration helps us move that even faster, further ahead. And one of the problems with staying yourself is that you cancel yourself out of that aspiration by basically saying, I'm content and satisfied with the person I am, even though I lack the experiences of others. So many people find satisfaction in being themselves and saying something like, who needs a Ferrari? Because they've never experienced a Ferrari. So therefore, they promote their mediocre incapacity to rise by promoting their authenticity, when it's really promoting their laziness. Authenticity comes from a place of choice, meaning in order to be authentic, you have had to attempt to be different people until you realized what yourself was. A truly authentic person cannot be authentic without being self-aware. And to gain self-awareness, you need to have gone through the path of awareness and towards the path of consciousness, because in the order it's awareness, self-awareness, then consciousness. So if you don't have self-awareness, then you don't know yourself enough to make a decision as to who you are and therefore what makes you authentic. So many people who promote this narrative of being yourself and being authentic to people who have never gained any level of self-awareness yet, or may never gain it, is basically a cop-out for saying you don't have to be better, you can just choose to stay mediocre. There is a vast majority of people who wish normal people would stay mediocre because they're much easier to be manipulated. If you read my book, Third Circle Theory of Gator Choice, you'd realize that one of the key components of self-awareness, of the choice between manipulating the masses or benefiting the masses. And that's where a big part of humanity chooses manipulation. This is what big level marketing is, big level corporations are. They look at it and they go, well, these people are too stupid, so I'm just going to basically do or say what's necessary for them to just basically adopt what I'm saying. And so one of the big issues I have with Instagram and learning or generalizing teachings like this is that it doesn't appeal to all and it isn't relevant to all. And so it loses its context and it doesn't really hold any weight because it can't be valid for all. And if something is valid for all, it isn't good for those that it's intended to be because it's appealing to all people in general.